Hey friends, welcome back. Today I've got a video that is going to update you on my keto journey thus far because I've had a lot of questions. But first of all, if you are new around here, I do hope that you enjoy what you see. Consider hitting that subscribe button to be a part of the family because we would love to have you along. Alright friends, so the long awaited for ketogenic diet update video, right? I've had so many of you commenting that you're noticing changes in my face and I'm losing some chins. None of you have said that. You've been more tactful than that. But you've noticed that I'm looking healthier and that I've had some weight loss, and you would be correct. So backing up to June of this year, June of 2017, I started trying to lose weight. I have been overweight for quite a while now. I had two babies back to back, well, 18 months apart, gained a lot of weight during each pregnancy, was not able to lose it all after each pregnancy, and so I had some work to do, to say the least. So back in June, I started a weight loss program that I was really enjoying, but I wasn't having the results that I had anticipated. The products I was taking was actually messing with my liver enzymes. I did a health update a while back, and I think I mentioned that the products were causing my liver enzymes to go crazy. And I also have an autoimmune disorder, which I'll link that video up top, but I have a rare autoimmune disorder that causes a lot of inflammation. So I started looking into the ketogenic diet, and I'll post my why keto video up here as well to kind of give you that background since this is more of an update. But I started the ketogenic diet August 22nd of 2017, and it is currently November, mid-November when this video goes up. So I've been on keto for about 3 months now. So when I initially started trying to lose weight in June, from June until August, I lost about 9 pounds, which is, weight loss is good, but that was a few months and I only lost 9 pounds. So I started keto for the multitude of reasons that are explained in the video that I already mentioned. You guys all wanna know how it's been going, right? So my starting weight when I started the ketogenic diet in August was 169.1 pounds and 41.2% body fat. And that's just from our body fat scale. So it's probably not 100% accurate, but just to give you a little bit of insight on where I was when I started keto. 3 months in, I am now at 147.2 pounds and 35.8% body fat. So if you are doing the math in your head, I've lost 21.9 pounds and 5.4% body fat on keto alone in 3 months. That's pretty crazy. Overall, since June, I have lost just over 30 pounds, like 30.5 pounds, and 6.4% body fat. All numbers aside, I'm losing weight like crazy, or at least it feels like it some days, and I've dropped almost 2 pant sizes. I say almost because I did buy new pants a few weeks ago in a size lower than what I was wearing, and they're actually a bit loose, so I could probably drop another pant size. I didn't want to go out and buy a ton of stuff because I'm still losing, but I did need new clothes because they were falling off of me, and that's a good problem to have. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some progression photos here just so you can see visually where I was and where I am now, because when I looked at these most recent progress photos, even I was astonished, and I see myself in the mirror every single day. So yeah, that is what I'm looking like these days, and it's just crazy to me. I have always had trouble losing weight. I have always kind of yo-yoed back and forth on my weight loss. I've not weighed this amount, like this low on the scale, and I know it's not all about the numbers on the scale, but it's a good benchmark. I've not been this tiny since well before I was married 7 years ago. So it's crazy to me to know that keto is like really honestly working for me. And I'm not finding keto very difficult. I would say the hardest thing is the lack of variety. Some days, most of the time it doesn't bother me because not having a bunch of choices is also a positive for me. I used to have a really bad relationship with food. The less choices I have, the better, because it doesn't keep me thinking about what I'm eating next and how much I can have and this and that. So it's actually broken my bad relationship with food, which is great. But some days it's like I want a snack and like nothing just sounds good. And so that's probably my biggest downfall. I don't have cravings too often. The kids still eat pretty like mainstream. They went trick-or-treating and they have a ton of candy. I don't crave that too often. If I do get a sugar craving, I make some almond flour, like no-bake cookie balls, which I can have and they satisfy the craving really well. Or like sugar-free Jell-O also works with homemade whipped cream. Typically, I'm eating similar things each day, and I know that doesn't work for a lot of people, and some people on keto are way more like into recipes and cooking than I am. I keep it simple because if I'm constantly having to cook and follow elaborate recipes and make all these substitutions, it's not gonna be long-term for me. So typically I will wake up and have coffee with heavy whipping cream and a sugar-free syrup sweetener in it. That holds me over for the morning. I don't do bulletproof coffee too much. I was finding when I was drinking bulletproof coffee every day that it was sitting really heavy in my stomach, and it kind of made me nauseous, which is not a good feeling. So I do my coffee and heavy whipping cream. For lunch, it's typically what many would consider like a snack or a snack platter. I will have a few slices of salami and then a hard-boiled egg, a serving of almonds, and a few jumbo stuffed olives. And between the combination of the fat and the protein, it typically holds me over. Dinner varies from day to day, but it's some sort of meat with fats and maybe a vegetable or a salad. I do have a few what we eat in a day keto videos that I can post links down below so you can check those out. If you've been watching a while, you kind of see here and there what I've been eating. But I also do intermittent fasting, which can be controversial to some. Let's be honest, the keto diet is controversial to some. Intermittent fasting has worked for me, and I'm kind of doing it like accidentally or not on purpose some days. I try to stop eating at about 7 p.m. and then a lot of times I'm not eating again until 1 or 2 p.m. sometimes 3 p.m. once I'm done with like school pickups and I get home, and then I'll start dinner early at like 3:30. I'm typically not hungry. It's crazy to me, and I know it sounds insane, but I eat when my body is telling me to eat, and I stop eating when my body tells me to stop. And so that right there has really changed drastically, because in the past, like the old me, if I'm eating something that tastes good, I had no willpower and it was really hard to stop. In fact, my first instance of that since being on keto, last night I made keto pancakes, which the recipe I followed was just cream cheese, eggs, and a little bit of sweetener. And they're more like a crepe. I like overate. It was my only meal the entire day. I topped them with, I drizzled some peanut butter and some sugar-free syrup on it. The brand I used was Walden Farms. I ate until past the point of when I was no longer hungry, and I felt miserable, but my goodness, did it taste good. That meal satisfied me all day long. I ate around 3 p.m. yesterday, and that was pretty much all I ate other than my coffee in the morning. It's insane to me that my body is just adapting and doing what it's supposed to in regards of like burning fat and being in ketosis. But yeah, that is how it's going. It's going great. I feel great most days. I'm still having some issues with my sciatica, but that's not really related to my autoimmune disorder or the inflammation from that. I'm lucky and have sciatic nerve pain. That's fun. Anyone else get sciatica? I had it when I was pregnant with the kids, and it stuck around after they were born. My youngest is 4.5 and I still have issues, so not fun. But I manage it and I move on with my day, and I try not to let it slow me down. But if you have questions on how things are going, drop them down below. Thank you for all of you who have noticed and complimented me on the weight loss. It, again, still feels surreal. Anyone who's ever lost a large amount of weight, not necessarily saying that 30 pounds is a large amount, it's a decent amount, don't get me wrong. But anyone who's ever lost weight, I'm sure can relate that when you look at pictures of yourself, like, you still see yourself as the old you, especially when it happens quickly. I mean, I have only been on keto 3 months, and then my 30-pound weight loss has come over the past 5 months, so it's crazy to me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, again, drop them down below. I'm more than happy to answer, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye.